So if we know that glorifying God is to make him known and make him visible, and that is our primary purpose, the primary purpose of our bodies, then that moves us to point number 2. Your primary practice then must be to look like him. And we do that best in the defined roles of maleness and femaleness. We find this truth solidly planted in Genesis 1, 26 and 27. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. Now think about this for just a moment. When he created the pinnacle of creation, Adam and Eve, he wasn't just creating another creation, but a representation, an image of who he was. Why didn't he mention, there are so many godlike qualities about humanity? Why didn't he mention our ability to compose sonnets, our creativity, our language proficiency, the fact that one day we would defy gravity and fly to the moon? He mentions only 2 things, maleness and femaleness. These 2 things reflect the image of who he is. They cannot be erased. Because if they are, it is the image of God that this world will not see. John Piper puts it this way. In the book of Romans, we're taught that disregarding God's definitions of manhood and womanhood is a rebellious refusal to glorify him. And John Piper says this: God's divine nature is revealed in the physical, material universe, so much so that verse 20 says, "So they are without excuse when they exchange the glory of God for the glory of the creature." Let me say something that I said at the beginning. 1 out of 160 hours a week is not enough to teach tweens the truth about gender. It has to happen at home. We must involve mom and dad in the conversation. That's why our Secret Keeper Girl Tour is for moms and their daughters. That's why when I'm going on tour in November for teens, it's for moms and their teens. You know what? I'm not going to have as many moms and teens there because I require that. But in Jesus' name, I am called that I'm going to plant truth in the mothers because they're the ones that best plant it in their daughters. God's first institution was marriage and family, not the church.